It's important to study for this final exam. It's not like these concepts are hard, but you have to be able to visualize where these concepts are. So I decided, since we do a lot of this from around the world, let's go to some place where we can kind of get a lot of the concepts of this course all in one spot. So here I am in Marrakech. This place is called the Jemaa El-Fnaa. It's a World Heritage Site, UNESCO World Heritage Site, but there's a lot of concepts that we can come with here, okay? We see markets being brought to goods here. We see these oranges being brought to market here. So we're talking about supply, okay? You can see next to the oranges are all those baskets, and you see piles of baskets, and they're all there. Somebody's willing to sell those baskets, obviously, and there's a lady looking at the prices, and there comes the worker. Can you get that on video? So we're talking about competition. We're talking about individual suppliers, individual sellers, meeting, discussing price, haggling over the price here. And wait, go back and watch that. They're still debating the price on the thing. The woman is debating it. Now she's finally decided she's going to buy it. She has to pull out some money. And the transaction happens. Equilibrium price we found there. In this case, of course, we're talking about a lot of consumer surplus and producer surplus. Okay. These concepts is utility. I have no idea what the usefulness of these products are, but apparently there is competition in this market, because not far away we see another guy setting up with his. So you got me swinging as to what this thing could actually be worth to someone. So I've been watching this guy set up, but I see over here he's got a competitor right here. They're selling the same junk. I can't even tell what this stuff is for. It's probably made in China, I wouldn't doubt. But then they got the other guy over here. He's selling the same junk. And not a one of them has any business. I haven't seen a customer here all hour, which makes me say the supply is much greater than demand. What ought to happen to the price? It's got to come down. No doubt about that. Okay, so you got supply, demand, and all that, but like just as simple as oranges, you know, what is the marginal cost of an orange? Not very much. They're coming in sacks here. So that's one of the concepts that'll be on the final exam, marginal cost. And of course, pricing all depends when you start talking about 1 for 2 for bundling and all that kind of stuff. And those are factors that we have to think about that's going to be on the final exam. Oh, here's the guy supplying something. A sack of oranges, looks like. Okay, here comes the nut man. Setting up shop. There's a competitor over there. Okay, there we see the government sector worker, the street cleaner, taking his time. Meanwhile, let's go and discuss product differentiation. There's a bunch of scarves hanging in the stall, but notice they're all different color. That's just one way of getting product differentiation out there. Oh, there we see. Yeah, there's the donkey cart, which of course is a substitute good for a taxi, if you will, or the motorcycle. All different ways of getting around town. Of course, the taxis, you got a fixed price, government-controlled cartel, because in order to do a taxi, you have to have this meter that runs and gives an exact same price. Oh, now we got the religious influences, call to prayer. So yeah, at the heart of all this, of course, in normal markets, we have a lot of discussion about elasticity. Here, with all the haggling, oh, there's a competitor trying to sell his sunglasses. Very limited fixed costs, because all he's doing is buying those sunglasses and walking around. He has no rent to pay. And so elasticity comes down to, you know, price. How much, if you lower the price, how many more people will buy your product? Those are questions, whether it's the fruit seller over here
or whether it's the plate and scarf seller over there, the basket seller down in the courtyard. They're all dealing with the same issues. How much do I lower the price to increase sales? How much do I increase the price without hurting sales and creating more revenue? And of course, you got your competing goods. Not sure any competing goods I see here.
Hats.
What's that?
Hats. There's hats in the store.
Oh, there's hats in the store. Yeah, so a lot way over on the other side there. Yeah. So we got hats and of course even just various fruits are competing against each other. In some cases they may be complementary if you wanted to have a fruit salad. We've got inferior goods and superior goods. Like a motorcycle is obviously going to be considered inferior to a car, and of course not everybody can afford a motorcycle. So then you're going to see people biking along, and of course some people don't even do that. They have to walk, pushing their cart with their hands. You know an economy is behind when they're using primitive vehicles like donkey carts to, well, sometimes they don't even have a donkey, they're carried by a human to get through the streets. Not everybody can afford a truck, so the next best thing is, of course, a sort of motorcycle with a big cart in the back, and that's what you're going to do to move your goods around here in Marrakech. Or you might just be walking by hand if that's your option.